This is a board game prototype produced for a course at Northeastern, which was modeled after the first-person shooter game Team Fortress 2. The primary goal of the prototype is to model the class system of Team Fortress and determine how the classes interact with each other. The objective of the game is different for both sides, and since it is a competitive 1 versus 1 game, that makes it asymmetrical. The blue player's objective is to capture these yellow zones. If not all of the yellow zones are captured within the first 40 turns of the game, then the red player will receive an automatic victory, essentially meaning that their goal is to defend.
At the start of the game, each player may choose 5 characters as their starting composition. They may choose any class configurations, such as 5 soldiers or 1 of each class. They need to write down their composition and reveal to their opponent at the same time. The red team may put any of their characters on any locations on the map other than the blue respawn area before the start of the game.
Characters can move from one zone to another as long as there are dotted lines connecting them. Different characters have different movement speed. For instance, a scout has movement speed of 3, as seen on the upper right corner of this card. This means that every turn, a scout can move 3 zones. A different character, like Heavy, can only move 1 zone per turn. After movement phase is combat phase. If there are enemy characters in the same zone as you are, then fight them. Roll the number of dice equal to the number of characters on each team. Before taking the sum, also add the character modifier for each character on your team. Whoever has the higher roll wins the entire battle. This means that all the characters from the losing team will be removed from the board. If 2 players get the same roll, then everyone in the zone dies. All characters are removed from the board.
After you move all your characters, you may choose a character of any class and respawn them into your respawn area. The number of characters present on the board must equal to 5.
At the start of the blue player's turn, they may add a captured token to each capturable zone for each blue unit within that zone. The same can be said for red players, except that they remove a capture token from capturable zones for each red character within that zone at the start of their turn. If a blue player manages to add 5 capture tokens to a zone, they can remove all of those tokens and replace them with a flag. This means that the zone is fully captured and can no longer be uncaptured by the red player in any way. At the end of each player's turn, they should increase the turn counter by 1. Once this reaches 40, the red player will automatically win unless the blue player has already captured all zones. Players should also pass this gun, called an offensive token, between each other when they end their turn. The player who has the gun, or in other words, who's making a turn, is considered to be offensive, and some units, such as Heavy, function differently depending on whether they are in their offensive or defensive turns. There are 5 classes available in the game: the Scout, Sniper, Soldier, Medic, and Heavy. The Scout is a fast unit which has the special ability to capture zones or remove capture tokens from zones twice as fast. The Sniper is weak in combat, but has the special ability to shoot a targeted enemy unit within 2 range away during the sniping phase, which occurs before the combat phase only during the blue player's turn. If the Sniper rolls a 4 or higher, the sniped unit will be killed immediately. The Soldier is a simple combat unit, which gains +1 modifier at all times and an additional +1 when there is more than 1 enemy unit present in the combat. The Medic is weak individually, but gains +2 modifier for each non-medic allied unit within the combat. Heavy is extremely slow, but gains an extremely powerful +4 modifier on defensive combat rolls.
On the right side of the table is the complete rule set. On the first page, you can see the overview of the game, the objectives, and also lists of components. The second page shows you the setup of the game. The third page shows you how to read a character card, or the map. Finally, the last 2 pages show you the game phases in order, starting with capture and revert, move character, respawn character, sniping, combat, and then exchange. Feel free to check out these rules at any time during your gameplay. Have fun!